We at Bayou St. John. It's a couple days before the boats on the Bayou tournament. I'm not participating in it, but today I'm just go through a day of fishing or a couple hours of fishing like I was participating. Let's go fishing. First thing I notice is from the road the water looks really bad, but once you get in, geez, it is clean. But from the road it looks all pasty and muddy. But let's go catch some fish. I guess I'll start with this DT10. I don't know how well you can hear me. It's a DT10 by Rapala. The water in the bayou is about 8 to 12 feet most of the time in the middle. So I like to throw a 10-foot diving crankbait, a 12-foot diving, 8 to 12-foot diving crankbait. And you can usually get some pretty good catches that way. The last time I came on the bayou with the DT10 was November 2016. I caught this fish. So not long after launching, I started trawling a Rapala 10-foot crankbait. I started seeing a lot of bait balls in the middle of the channel in the bayou. I couldn't get any hits casting and retrieving. The bait was really spooky, and every time I would paddle up, they would all disappear. I started trawling the area, zigzagging back and forth across the channel, and I thought this front camera was on the whole time recording everything, but all I ended up with were underwater shots and bad angles from over the shoulder. So you can't really see much, but you do get a few glimpses of the fish and some ultra close-ups. A pretty big fish, but it turned out to be a 30-inch red that I tagged and released. So if you go out in Bayou St. John and catch this fish, I want to make sure you go to Tag LA and report it online. So then I get my recapture, and I'll be able to see how much it's grown and how it's traveled through the bayou. So it's been a couple years now. This fish was caught in November 2016. I still haven't got a recapture on it, so safe to say that he's still out there swimming. You may be able to have a chance to catch him in boats on the bayou this weekend. I'm back here around Park Island. Water this water's a weird color. It's like it's got a lot of sediment floating in it, but it's not really dirty. Whoa, what the hell is that? That's a weird gar. A gar with no nose? Looks almost like a sturgeon or something. It's got a snub nose. Here he comes. What is that? It's like a muskie almost. Look at him. He doesn't have a nose. A mouth. That's crazy. I thought that was some kind of exotic species for a second when I first saw him swimming up there. I thought it was like some kind of they sell these fish called a bircher, but they get really big, and I thought that was like some kind of aquarium release or something, but it was just a gar with no mouth. Alright, this is looking like a promising area. So, I need to figure out something in order to fish this more effectively. I want to be able to hit the structure with the jig, but then at the same time I need something where I can fish in between all this open area. There might be a fish hanging. I'm gonna rig it up with like something moving, a rattle trap, a spinner bait, something like that. What I found is a Rapala shadow wrap. We're gonna see what we can do with that. This has become one of my most favorite tools in my arsenal. So I'm just gonna use the shadow wrap to fish these open areas, and then I'll come back with the jig and jig along the docks and the wood and structure that I can see. So I didn't catch anything on the shadow wrap during this trip, but here's a little video clip from November 2017 where I fished the bridge ponds with the jerk bait, caught a decent bass right off the bat. Perfect. That's the one I needed. Oh, he's barely hooked. Oh, barely hooked. Barely hooked. He was barely hooked. Let me get him in a better position. He was barely hooked. Look at that hook set. Oh, right there in the bottom on the left. That could have been a bed. Moving so fast. There's one. Oh, he came off. No. No. Man, I just missed my first bite of the day. He stuck it good. Damn, that was a good hit. That was a nice solid hit. It wasn't a very big fish, I don't think, but he hit it 100 miles an hour. He was right off in front of that canoe. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's my drag net shit. Where'd this fish come from? There we go. First fish of the day. I did not know I had that fish at all. I was messing with it. There we go. One little bass down. Little dinker. Did not even know I had that fish. It's probably similar to the first one I missed. So there you go. An 8-ounce bass. That's my drag. My drag was not set at all. I couldn't even reel that little fish in. I'm just gonna try the fish structure. So many turtles everywhere. Oh, turtle. Man, I keep seeing these big shadows coming up and it's just turtles. Let's try to come through here. See what happens. There he is. Little sucker jumped out of nowhere. Man, this almost looks like a smallmouth. Coloration. There he is, number 2. Little dinker. But that's a fish nonetheless. So there are some small bass to be caught in here. He was deep in the cover. I almost punched through the mat to get that fish. That's almost what I had to do. But I watched him eat it. This water is really clean. It doesn't look clean, but it is clean. So right now I'm 2 for 3 on my bites. There's a ton of old stumps and wood down there. Oh no! I lost it. Oh no, that was a good bite on the stump. Man, that fish rocked it. That was a nice hard bite. Set the hook, he spit it though. Solid thump on the stump. We're gonna fish our way around here pretty thoroughly. But yeah, that's definitely shad right there. Bunch of them. Let's see. Let's fish through these shad real quick, see what happens. Try not to get blown into them. Let's throw the jerkbait through the shad. It's usually a good sign in the bayou if you start seeing shad flicking on the surface, pokies bumping. Usually means there's something not far behind. This video from 2017 is a good example of what you want to see when you're looking for shad on the surface in Bayou St. John. There's one. Not a huge fish. Not an upgrade. There you go. Fish number 2 of the day. Missed a real good bite. So now my ratio is down to like 50-50. We had a pretty good day. I think we caught five bass. I missed 3 more good bites, especially one of them was a really nice fish that spit the hook. Maybe 2 of them were, but overall we had a nice day. We showed that we can catch some fish. The water looks dirty, but it's pretty cool, pretty good looking. So if you plan on fishing boats on the bayou this weekend, you should be confident that the fish are here, they're biting, and you should have a good day.